This video will cover some of the basic functionality and tools of the new Internet Mapping Framework 2 map viewer available on MTO. The first step is to navigate to our website at www.mtonline.gov.bc.ca. Here you'll notice the two columns of map viewers available on the bottom. On the left, the CWM, Common Web Mapping Map Viewers, and on the right, the IMF2, so Internet Mapping Framework 2 map viewers. Depending on what titles are of interest to you, you must choose the appropriate map viewer. For example, if you're interested in researching and looking at mineral titles, then you must choose the Mineral Map Viewer under IMF2. Most of the tools in the IMF2 Map Viewer are available from the toolbar along the top. There are many tabs, including Basic Tools, Print and Exports, Drawing, Measure and Search. If you don't see this toolbar, maybe try hitting the wrench tool up here in the right-hand corner of the map window. That'll toggle on or off the availability of the tools. Also, if you want to make your map viewer window a little bit bigger, you can select the little arrow in between the MTO Map and Query tool and the blue I Want To button to make it a little bit larger. To see the extent of your map window, you can select a small arrow that is at the bottom right-hand corner of the map window. This will show you the selection that your extent is actually displaying. In the lower left corner of the map viewer window, if you click the XY button, you can see the coordinate location of your cursor. By selecting the little arrow next to it, you can select the type of coordinate system that the cursor location is displayed with. In order to pan around the map window, you'll want to go to the Basic Tools tab and select the Pan tool. This will allow you to pan around on the map. If you want to zoom in and out, you can either zoom in or out with the plus and minus arrows here, or the plus and minus arrows here, by dragging and selecting an area that you want to zoom into. You can also use the scroller on your mouse to zoom in and out, which is what I prefer doing. If you started navigating around the map, you can use the Go to Location tools in the Basic Tools tab. The Full Extent button will bring you back to the full extent of the province. And the Featured Location tool will allow you to query different categories so that you can zoom to a specific area. So, for example, if I want to look for a municipality, I can select municipality, and then the data for all the municipalities around the province will come and allow me to focus in on them. To start viewing data available on the map, you may wish to toggle the different layers that are available to you. There are two ways to open up your layer list. You can either go to the Basic Tools tab and select My Layers, or select the I Want To button, and then select Change Visible Map Layers. Here you can expand the layers to see the different categories within them. If they're grayed out, it means that you are not zoomed in to the right extent because all the layers are scale dependent. So here we can see that the mineral titles, current and history reserve history and mining divisions are actually available. Now, because there is a lot of data on this map, if you are trying to load something on one of these layers, it will take a while. So we're just going to let it load right now. Okay, now it's loaded, and we can see a few of the shapes from the layers that we have active here. Next, the blue I Want To button actually has a couple more functionalities, so we can change the visible map layers, find different data on the map, view the map legend, use different tools, and return this left panel to its home window. The next tool in the Basic Tools toolbar is the Bookmarks tool. So if you select that, it'll open up a little window where you can bookmark the current extent so that when you leave and go to a different extent, it'll bring you back to it. So let's just do like that, and then let's say I shift away, zoom in and out, and then I'll go back to Bookmarks, go back to my new bookmark, and it'll bring me right back to where I want to be. So if I want to close this little window here, I'll just select on the map. Okay, so that's select on the map, and then it'll close it for me. The following tool here allows you to select a certain set of coordinates from either Albers, lat long, or UTM, and then after punching them in, you will be brought to those coordinates. You can also use this toolbar at the top here to search for specific geographic names or addresses, and that'll give you a bunch of different options here, which you can then pan to. Now the next tool tab is the Print and Export tab. For more information on this, please refer to our video on printing, exporting, and sharing. The following tab after that is the Drawing tool. So here you have a bunch of shapes that you can draw. You can choose to, let's say, draw a circle, and there you can save that circle as a shapefile. So that's useful for saving work that you have done on a claim, or potentially highlighting areas of interest. You could then clear any shapes that you've done, or of course erase them or edit them. Next, you can use the Measure tool. So here you measure, and then you can select the units that you want to use, and then you can enable snapping, which will help in snapping to different relevant features. So, say here, I'm gonna select there, and it's snapping to the edge of the claim numbers there. So that'll give you the measurement, and then here we have all the measurements that'll come up for me. This table that pops up with all the information can be toggled to maximize and minimize. You can switch it to a list as well. It'll bring you across the list as a play-by-play of the different segments that you have measured. If you'd like to search for specific data on the map, then you can go to the Search Mining, Search Cadastre, or Search Other. And this you would have to type in your specific tenure number ID if you know off by heart. If not, then you can go to the MTO website and query different areas. So this should show you somewhat of an understanding of the basic tools in IMF2 on Mineral Titles Online. Now, if you have any questions or comments, you can contact us at the Mineral Titles branch by telephone at 1-866-616-4999 in between the hours of 8:30 and noon and 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or by email at mineral.titles@gov.bc.ca. Thanks for watching.